Hey guys, gonna bring you a review of my Acura RSX Type S, my 2005. I'm just gonna give you a little exterior view of the car, and then we're gonna go for a nice drive where I talk about it as I'm driving. Try to make it more interesting for you, but let me just show you the exterior so you can see what we got going on this old rice burner. Little rice-a-roni action, and yeah, check it out and we'll go for a drive. All right, stay tuned guys, here we go. Got coilovers on it, upgraded brakes, stock exhaust, really don't have many mods on it. LEDs in the headlights, got a nice little front lip there. I got one of these things for $30 off eBay. Figured why the hell not, right? Shits and giggles. Makes me feel really warm and fuzzy. Really like it. Yeah, let me show you what's under the hood. That's really the best attribute of this car. Got a pretty much stock k20. All it's got is an intake and a lightweight flywheel. That's really pretty much it. There's my top hats for the coilovers. But yeah, let's go for a drive and check it out. All right, here we go. You all ready to rip some VTEC? Let's see why all these Honda boys like VTEC so much. Let's see if we can figure it out. I mean, all they talk about is VTEC this, VTEC that. Let's see how cool it is. Let's go down to first gear. These people probably have no clue what I'm doing. And mat it. Oh, chirp in second. She's not the quickest car to 100, but it's definitely fun hearing the engine just roaring. As soon as it hits that VTEC cam, it's like, you definitely know it. Yeah, this is a cool car. I've always liked RSXs. They're neat. They look great. They have a great engine, got a pretty nice interior. You know, Hondas make good cars, and it's got one downfall: front wheel drive. Why has it got to be front wheel drive? If these cars were rear wheel drive, I mean, how awesome would they be? It'd be amazing. This car does torque steer a little bit. It does not have a limited slip. The US did not get a limited slip. Only Japanese market cars and I think European cars got it. Oddly enough, the Civic Si here in the States, they had the K20 motor in it. They did get limited slips, which makes no sense. This is a much better car. Whenever you hit VTEC, you have to scream VTEC. If you don't, VTEC doesn't work properly. It's the only way to get the cam to switch over. But yeah, I mean, you know, this car handles pretty well. It's not a heavy car. They weigh like 2,800 pounds. It is fun to drive. It has a nice quick ratio steering rack. I've owned this car for 2 years. Before that, I had a Bug-Eye WRX, and I like this car better than the Bug-Eye. The Bug-Eye's engine sucks balls. It's an EJ20. and yeah, it just kind of sucks. You know, as Subaru guys will well know, it could spin a rod bearing at any point in time. It could blow a ringland at any point in time. I just wanted to sell the WRX before it broke, to be quite honest. But I mean, this car's been great. Usually every couple of years I switch up my cars. I'm getting an itch to sell this car and get something like an IS 300. I think I want something that's rear wheel drive. Let's floor it again, why not, right? And go. Nothing like taking it up to $8,000. That's pretty fun. Not the fastest thing in the world, but it's fun. Yeah, you know, Acura did a pretty good job with this car. The seats are pretty supportive. They're pretty nicely bolstered. The, you know, infotainment system, or, well, not really infotainment, that'd be a newer car, but, you know, all of our, what are these people doing? Yeah, the center console area, you know, the dash and everything, it's pretty well laid out. It's kind of a driver-focused car. Kind of has S2000 vibes with the way everything is kind of pointed towards you. So that's kind of nice. They did, you know, they have like, this is a soft touch kind of thing here. This is hard plastic. A lot of this car is hard plastic, but it's still in good shape. These cars don't have a lot of rattles or anything like that. I think they were made pretty well, and they're really not very expensive. I mean, to be honest, I'd definitely recommend one. This would make like a great first car for somebody, or someone like me that I'm older, but like growing up, I always liked these cars, but they were too expensive. Now everything's more affordable because these cars are super old, and I'm really old as well. It's kind of hard to believe. It doesn't seem like that long ago, but these cars are old. They're fucking old. They're too old. But still, it's a very fun car to drive. If it was not front wheel drive, I'd never get rid of this car. It'd be like a lifer, a forever car. But unfortunately, it is front wheel drive. It's got a great engine, but that front wheel drive just lets it down, you know? And if you look, Honda should make more rear wheel drive cars. Look at their two rear wheel drive cars, the S2000 and the NSX. Both amazing cars. Make more rear wheel drive cars, Honda. What are you doing? Right? Come on. But, you know, to get back to talking about this car, these are great cars, very inexpensive, as I said. I have very minimal mods on this car, and it's super fun to drive. If you're looking for an RSX, I'd look at like probably a 05 through 06. This is a 05. Chassis were stiffer. Engines made more horsepower. I think they look better. It's got a different front end, different rear end. See, I got a little torque steer right there going through that corner. You try to power out of a corner, you get a little torque steer. And if you make a lot of power in these cars with like a turbo or something, the torque steer does not get better. It only gets worse, unfortunately. But, you know, if you're driving this thing at like 7/10 on a back road, you're not getting too much torque steer. It's still not too bad. Yeah, look at that. That was fun.